Hi everyone, welcome back to Season 1. I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to be making my predictions for the top 5 people to dethrone Damian Priest for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. But before I do that, I'm going to be honest, I'm going to be making quite a few videos on like dethroning and all that stuff now that we're past WrestleMania, who's going to dethrone who and blah blah blah. And also another thing, the future of each of these titles, like from now after WrestleMania 40 through WrestleMania 41, who's going to hold the titles, how long they're going to hold it, and all that stuff, right? Right now, this is just for the individual champions right now, so let's start with Damian Priest. And also an honorable mention here in this video. It's a list of 5 people. I'm going to add a 6th person though. At number 6, we got Sami Zayn. Alright, I think Sami Zayn, he's the Intercontinental Champion right now. I think he might win Money in the Bank, I'm not sure. Because that Montreal crowd today at Raw, his hometown, they went insane. I mean, the Canadian crowds are always crazy, but they went crazy here for Sami Zayn. I mean, that entrance, maybe the greatest Raw entrance of all time. I mean, these camera angles plus entering through the stairs like the Shield did with the whole crowd going crazy, bro. I thought that was Stone Cold coming or something with that crowd energy and all that. So yeah, if they do that in Toronto too for the hometown hero, I might as well say that Sami Zayn might be, if he's in that match, the ladder match, I think there's no chance he loses unless you want to build up some heel and get heel heat. But I think if Sami Zayn is in that match, then he's definitely winning. So if he loses the Intercontinental title sometime soon before Money in the Bank, maybe at the Clash at the Castle or whatever, he goes on to win the Money in the Bank briefcase, maybe he cashes in on Damian Priest. I don't think Damian Priest will be champion at that point. I think that he will have passed it on to someone else. And I don't think Sami Zayn is going to be cashing in right away either. I think he'll wait it out. And I don't think Priest is going to have a hugely long title reign. It's going to be a good title reign. It's not going to be very, very long. It's going to be serving its purpose. And again, as I said, I'm going to be addressing all that stuff, all the in detail stuff, who the defenses are and who's going to be champions, blah, 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 all that stuff in my other video. When I have time to make that video, time to edit that video, all that stuff, alright? But right now, it's just individual champions with chances at dethroning the champion, alright? But that was Sami Zayn, that's an honorable mention. Now moving on to number 5. Number 5, I think, is Seth Rollins. Let's go ahead and say Seth Rollins returns. He's not going to be any mid-card or anything. He's going to be straight in the world title feud. He's going to be feuding with Drew McIntyre, maybe, or CM Punk. And that's about it, really. Maybe Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns. I feel like Roman Reigns is probably the first target that he has. Afterwards, I think he'll go for the world title picture, or he'll be going against CM Punk. So the thing is, I don't think that he's going to be in the world title picture right away. I think he's going to have a feud with Roman first. And I think the world title picture, when Seth is in it, is going to be against Punk or McIntyre. I don't think Priest is holding the title that long because, of course, Roman and Seth is such a big match. You can only have it at WrestleMania or SummerSlam. Maybe even the Royal Rumble or Survivor Series, the big 4, right? But that's why I think SummerSlam is the earliest they can have that Roman and Seth match. And I don't think Priest is holding the title up until SummerSlam. Again, as I said, I will tell you what pay-per-view he loses it at, what pay-per-view the other guys lose it at, what defenses they're going to have on what episode of Raw, what time, what minute, all that stuff I'm going to be talking about in that other video. So you guys just look out for it, alright? It's going to be called like predicting the future of the WWE World Heavyweight Championship in 2024, blah, something like that, alright? But anyways, just keep your notification bells on, subscribe, like the video, comment down, all that stuff, especially notification bells, so you see that video if you're interested in that. It's gonna be a more detailed look. I'm getting off topic, but anyways, I think Rollins is not realistically gonna be taking the title off of Priest. If anything, I do see him in the title picture, just not gonna be taking it off of Priest. I feel like he's gonna be out there doing his own thing with Roman Reigns after he returns. We don't know when he's returning either, but he's probably going to be taking about 2 to 3 months off for sure, definitely. Anyways, I'm moving on to number 4. Number 4, I'm going to go ahead and say is Finn Balor. So first of all, I think that this is a kind of possibly seeds been planted for the feud. It hasn't happened yet, and it might happen, might not happen, but again, as I said, seeds have been planted. A lot of people want to see Finn Balor as champion. Maybe Finn Balor is a Money in the Bank winner. There's probably storyline-wise, this is the best thing to do. Have Balor beat Priest. It makes the most sense, right? I'm not saying it's the best thing to do, but it makes the most sense. Storyline-wise, Balor beating Priest, it would make so much sense. That's how you break up the Judgment Day, and that's how you have Balor get another world title reign. I thought that was going to happen. I thought that was the route they were going to go, you know, before Punk returned, before McIntyre became heel and all that stuff, you know. I thought it was going to be just Gunther takes it into WrestleMania 40 as the Intercontinental Champion, so he's out of the world title picture. I thought that Seth was going to get cashed in on sometime at the Rumble, and then, you know, Finn wins the Rumble, faces Priest at WrestleMania for the title. I thought it was going to work out like that. I feel like they can still go ahead and run the story now that Priest is champion. I'm not exactly too sure if it was too late to do that. I feel like Finn Balor's chance to be a world champion kind of just passed. If anything, he's going to be a transitional champion. Unless they do want to strap that rocket to him, I'm not sure, man. Everyone's got to finish their stories nowadays in WWE. But yeah, Balor's one of those people who I really did want to see as a world champion. They have one final chance to pull it off, but it's a very small chance. The highest chance they had was at SummerSlam 2023. I do think Rollins winning made sense, Balor winning would have made sense there too. Anyways, now moving on to number 3. Number 3 is Jey Uso. Jey Uso is actually facing McIntyre. Priest at Backlash. So Jey Uso is going to be facing Damian Priest at Backlash, and it's for the world title. If you have a match confirmed, you automatically get a pretty good chance. It's 50-50, not 50-50, because obviously you can't just have Damian Priest win at WrestleMania just to lose at the next pay-per-view. And I don't think that Jey Uso is going to be anywhere near the world title right now, because he has a whole bloodline story right now waiting, and the title does not need to be anywhere near the bloodline right now. It would make things very confusing, especially because Jey is not the tribal chief. Roman Reigns is. So whenever Roman Reigns inevitably returns, possibly teams up with the Usos as faces, I think the title, man, it's not needed, and it's going to make the story worse. So yeah, I feel like Jey Uso has another route there. They just want to keep him at that main event level. That's why they have him in this match. But it's also to make Priest have a credible defense. I've put him at number 3, and I feel like I should switch 4 and 3 because this doesn't seem realistic to me. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and put Jey Uso here at number 3 because he has a match confirmed, and it's possible that somehow we get surprised and he wins. Now, number 2. Alright, number 2, I think it's going to be CM Punk. So let's say CM Punk returns and McIntyre is... We know he's involved with Drew McIntyre, and we know Drew McIntyre is involved with the world title. So again, that means CM Punk's also involved with the world title in some small way, at least. He's affiliated with that. And I think if Drew McIntyre does not dethrone Damian Priest, it would make sense for CM Punk to. After all, one of those guys is going to get the world title and drop it to the other, or have a feud with the other for the world title. Either McIntyre's the champion or Punk's the champion. So maybe we go ahead and see McIntyre lose, and CM Punk goes ahead and gets a win. I mean, again, we know for a fact that McIntyre and Punk are going to have a feud. Maybe that's at WrestleMania. Maybe it's at SummerSlam. That's probably the earliest it'll be. So is the title going in there? And if it is, maybe Punk takes the title into SummerSlam. He beats Priest. If CM Punk is cleared by Clash at the Castle or Money in the Bank, he beats Priest, goes into SummerSlam as champion to lose it to McIntyre. Either way, I feel like the McIntyre-Punk feud is inevitable. I also feel like the title being there might also feel inevitable at this point. So maybe if it's not McIntyre winning the title, taking it to SummerSlam, it might be Punk. Now moving on to number 1. This one is pretty obvious. It's Drew McIntyre. So now, of course, we know McIntyre for a fact he's got more world title runs, more storyline for the world title in him, right? We know for a fact that it's not just done. That 5-minute reign was not the last title reign he's going to have. So, you want to know something? Again, as I said, I'm going to be talking about this more detail in my other video, but Clash at the Castle is in Scotland, and Drew McIntyre is from Scotland. That crowd reaction, I mean, what you didn't see with Drew McIntyre almost beating Roman Reigns, you're about to see that when McIntyre wins a world title, the big one, in front of, well, the big one as in, like, both of them are big titles, but I just meant to say as in, a world title is a world title, right? Both of them are the same level, all right? Roman's title and Cody's title at this point, and Priest's title. But, yeah, if McIntyre wins a world title in front of the fans in the main event in his hometown, think about how crazy that pop will be. I think, honestly, it's something, seems very likely at this point. CM Punk is going to keep on making McIntyre lose, and finally then McIntyre gets his win to be a #1 contender, and he gets his win in front of his home crowd. First of all, the pop is going to be insane, right? Without a doubt, he's going to get that hero's welcome similar to Sami Zayn that he got today at Monday Night Raw. You're going to be seeing a good entrance too. Maybe he brings back Broken Dreams, the theme song. So, I don't know, but I feel like McIntyre winning seems inevitable, that he's going to have a match at Clash at the Castle, a big match too, and a win at Clash at the Castle in Scotland. Is it going to be for the world title? I'm not sure. I do think because he wins the world title here at Clash at the Castle, he takes it to SummerSlam to face Punk, and still wins that one too. It has a good title reign afterwards, wherever he loses. I'll talk about that in my other video. But yeah, right now I think everything lines up storyline-wise too for McIntyre to take the title at Clash at the Castle. So, and it seems very likely to. I feel like that's what they're going with here. That's what's going to happen. I think it should happen. I think it's going to be good. Priest gets a good reign here with a few good defenses on his line. And at the same time, McIntyre gets a big moment here in front of the home crowd, right? So yeah, after all, I feel like it's a win-win scenario here. Then we get that money banger feud with CM Punk and Drew McIntyre at SummerSlam or a little bit later down the line, depends on Punk's injury. I feel like it's a good feud. But anyways, as I said, you guys turn on that notification bell. You never know when I'm going to upload a banger video. So yeah, keep that notification bell on. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a like. Comment down whatever you guys think is going to happen. Your predictions. See where I could have done better. Let me know. So yeah, just go ahead. Talk in the comments. You know what I'm saying? I do respond pretty often. Leave a like, subscribe. I've said that so many times. Hit the notification bell. Watch out for all those cool videos I'll be posting, and see you guys next time.